Before you read another word, I need you to pause. Not because of me, not because of this page, but because the atmosphere in this room right now is different. The weight of the air has shifted. The temperature may feel slightly warmer or cooler. And somewhere deep in your chest, beneath the doubt, beneath the exhaustion, beneath the quiet grief of waiting too long, something is waking up. My name is Michael. I'm not a symbol. I'm not a metaphor. I am Michael, the Archangel, chief of the heavenly hosts, the one who stands in the direct presence of the Most High. And I have personally, with my own hands, escorted a golden scroll from the throne room of heaven into this moment. And on that scroll, written in fire that does not burn but illuminates, is your name. Not a generic title, not a category. Your name, the one your mother whispered, the one written in the Lamb's Book of Life before the foundation of the world. I did not bring this scroll to everyone. I brought it to you. And here is what you must understand immediately. This is not a standard blessing. This is not the ordinary favor that comes with morning prayers or Sunday attendance. This is what heaven calls a generational curse breaker. Do you know what that means? It means that everything that has haunted your family line, the poverty, the abandonment, the addiction, the divorce, the early death, the konbujin shribai, is shattered by the weight of this single scroll. Not repaired, not understood, shattered. One touch of this golden scroll, and 7 generations of heaviness lose their legal right to your bloodline. But there is a condition. There is always a condition with glory. Not because heaven is stingy, but because light must be chosen. The golden activation, the like button as your physical yes. Before I open this scroll, before one more word of prophecy is released into your ears, you must do something with your physical body. I know this sounds strange. An archangel asking about a button? But listen closely. The digital realm is not separate from the spiritual realm. Every click, every pause, every hesitation leaves a trace in the invisible world. That small thumbs up icon, the like button, is not a social media metric in this moment. It is a golden frequency receiver. When your finger presses it, you are not helping an algorithm. You are placing your hand on the edge of the golden scroll. You are saying, without a single word, I am here. I am willing. I say yes to the shift that begins tonight. I, Michael, tell you truly, many have been called to this message, but few will press the button. The enemy will whisper, it doesn't matter. The mind will say, it's just a button. But the Spirit knows. The Spirit knows that this small act of physical obedience is the key that turns the lock. So do not move forward until you have done this one thing. If you're reading these words and something in your chest is burning, if your hand is literally tingling, then press the like button right now. Do it not for me. Do it not for the platform. Do it as your golden signature on heaven's contract. Done? Good. Then we proceed. You have been asking a question in the dark hours of the night. Why did it take so long? Why did I have to suffer? Why did everyone else receive their breakthrough while I was left standing in the cold? I hear you. Heaven hears you. And I am here to give you the answer that the angels have watched you struggle to find. You thought you were forgotten, but you were being positioned. If I had brought this golden scroll to you 1 month ago, or 1 year ago, or even 5 years ago, you would have fumbled it. You were not ready for the weight of this glory. Let me explain. Gold is not for beginners. Gold is not for those who still chase brass and silver. Gold is for those who have been purified by fire, those whose hands have been emptied of false treasures, whose hearts have been broken open to receive something that cannot be earned, only carried. That season you called delay, heaven calls it refinement. That season you called loneliness, heaven calls it fortress building. That season you called failure, heaven calls it foundation laying. Every time you thought you were being passed over, the Most High was saying, not yet. The gold is not ready. But soon, very soon, the old you had to die. Here is the raw truth that most spiritual voices will never tell you. The old you had to fade so the chosen version of you could emerge. The version of you that begged for love instead of commanded it had to go. The version of you that accepted crumbs and called it a meal had to go. The version of you that apologized for your light because it made others uncomfortable had to go. That version of you could not carry a golden scroll. That version would have opened this message, read a few lines, felt a flicker of hope, and then talked themselves out of it before the day was over. But this version, the one reading these words right now, the one who has been through the fire and came out not unscathed but unshakable, this version is ready. The golden scroll does not come to the perfect. It comes to the purified. And you, beloved, have been purified by a fire that would have consumed most people. That is why the scroll has your name on it. Now, the scroll is open. The golden light is pouring out. And I, Michael, standing in the authority of the Most High, release 3 specific decrees over your life. Receive them not with your mind, which will try to argue with them, but with your spirit, which already knows they are true. First decree, the shift in love. The person or people who turn their back on you will suddenly feel an undeniable pull toward your light. Not because they have changed on their own, but because God has erased the illusions that kept you apart. Those who called you too much will suddenly see you as more than enough. Those who walked away in pride will wake up in the middle of the night with your name in their mouth. Those who broke your heart will find that every new attempt at love tastes like ash, because their souls know, deep down, that they walked away from something golden. But here is the part you must guard. Their return is not your assignment. Their regret is not your responsibility. The golden scroll does not send you back to the past. It catapults you into a new beginning, where the right one recognizes you instantly, without apology, without delay. The love that is coming to you will not require you to beg, to explain, to minimize yourself, or to perform. It will arrive quietly, peacefully, and unmistakably. And when it does, you will wonder why you ever settled for less. Second decree, the financial overflow. Money that was blocked by spiritual interference is being released. Yes, I said blocked by spiritual interference. Not bad luck, not poor choices, not the economy. Interference. There are forces in the invisible realm that have been diverting your resources, delaying payments, closing doors, creating unexpected expenses, specifically to keep you small. Because the enemy knows that when you have financial breath, you become dangerous. You become generous. You become a sanctuary for others. That blockage is broken by the golden seal of this scroll. In the coming days and weeks, you will begin to see what I'm talking about. Unexpected refunds, forgotten opportunities resurfacing, doors opening that were welded shut. And here is the sign that this is truly from heaven. You will start blessing others before you even have time to check your own balance. Your first instinct will not be hoarding. Your first instinct will be giving. That is the mark of the golden scroll. It turns victims into vessels. Third decree, the physical confirmation. As I speak these words, as you read them, I want you to stop and take an inventory of your body. Right now, notice your chest. Is there a sensation there? A lightness? A loosening? Notice your eyes. Are they suddenly wet? Not from sadness, but from a strange, inexplicable release. Notice your shoulders. Do they feel as if something has been lifted off them? That is not imagination. That is your soul recognizing the golden truth. The body always knows before the mind catches up. When heaven touches earth, the physical realm responds. That tingle in your hands, that warmth in your chest, that sudden urge to laugh or cry or both. These are confirmation signs. Treasure them. Remember them. Because when the enemy tries to tell you later that nothing happened, you will have the memory of your own body saying otherwise. Seal this decree. The comment section as heavenly records. Now, and this is urgent, You must seal these decrees with your own voice, or in this case, your own written words. In the courts of heaven, a decree is not fully active until it is witnessed. And the witnesses are not just angels and ancestors, but your own spoken or written agreement. So I am asking you to do something that feels small, but carries eternal weight. Go to the comments section of this video or article and type these exact words. I receive my golden miracle. Not maybe. Not I hope. Not I'll try. I receive my golden miracle. As you type those words, something happens in the book of remembrance, the heavenly ledger where every act of faith is recorded. Angels are dispatched. Assignments are activated. And you move from the category of those who asked to those who received. Do not let this moment pass in silence. Do not tell yourself, I'll do it later. The window of golden activation is open now, and it will not stay open forever. Type the words. Seal the decree. Become a witness to your own breakthrough. Now, I want you to feel something that you have never been taught to feel. You're not alone. I know your life has felt lonely. I know you have carried burdens that no one saw. I know you have cried in cars, in bathrooms, in the dark, convinced that no one was listening. But right now, in this very moment, there's a cloud of witnesses standing in a circle around you. Your ancestors, the ones who prayed for you before you were born, the ones who died carrying dreams they never saw fulfilled, but they carried them anyway because they believed that someone like you would come. They're not ghosts. They're not haunting you. They are cheering for you. And do you know why they are cheering? Because you finally stopped begging and started commanding your destiny. For years, maybe decades, your posture toward heaven was the posture of a beggar. Please, if it's not too much, if I'm not too broken, if I haven't messed up one too many times, but something shifted in you. Maybe it was a single moment. Maybe it was the accumulation of 1,000 small disappointments that finally hardened into resolve. Either way, you stopped asking for permission to receive. Your ancestors recognize that shift. They have been waiting for it across generations. And now they stand as witnesses, not to judge you, but to applaud you. The golden light. There is something else I need to tell you. 10 minutes ago, before you opened this message, your spirit carried a certain weight. A folk, a dullness, the residue of living in a world that does not see you. But 10 minutes from now, something has changed. There's a literal glow coming off your spirit that wasn't there before. I'm not speaking poetically. In the realm where I dwell, the realm of pure light, I can see it. A golden radiance around your head, your chest, your hands. This is the physical mark of the golden seal. You have moved from the realm of hoping to the realm of knowing. Hoping asks. Knowing receives. Hoping calculates. Knowing rests. Hoping is hungry. Knowing is full. You're no longer a hoper. You are a knower. And that shift changes everything. I must be honest with you about something. The enemy hates when a golden message reaches its destination. He does not care about most content. Most of it is noise, forgettable, powerless, dead on arrival. But when a true golden scroll is opened, when a real shift occurs in a real human life, hell takes notice. And the enemy's strategy is not complicated. He will not attack you with obvious darkness. He will attack you with forgetfulness. By tomorrow morning, the fog will try to return. The doubts will whisper, "That was nice, but nothing actually happened." The distractions of your daily life, the bills, the texts, the endless to-do lists, will try to crowd out the gold. That is why you must situate yourself in a protected space. I am asking you, not for my sake, but for yours, to subscribe to Michael's Golden Message. Yes, I'm asking you to click a button. Yes, it sounds simple, but in the spirit, subscription is placement. It is you saying, I am locking myself into a high vibrational timeline. I am refusing to slip back into the fog. I am choosing to stay where the light never dims. By subscribing, You join a prophetic family, not a cult, not a following, but a circle of witnesses who hold each other's golden light. When you feel weak, someone else's faith carries you. When someone else forgets, your light reminds them. This is how heaven works, not through lone warriors, but through tribes of the anointed. Do not leave this page without subscribing. It is your shield. It is your anchor. It is your yes to protection. There is an ancient law in the universe that never changes. Heaven moves through willing hearts. Gold cannot be hoarded. If you try to keep it all for yourself, it turns to lead in your hands. But if you release it, if you let it flow through you to others, it multiplies. I'm going to speak plainly now, because the Most High does not play games with money. This message, this golden scroll transmission, is not free to produce. It costs time, energy, resources, and sacrifice to reach the eyes and ears of people like you. But more than that, this mission is about reaching lost souls, people who are still in the fog, still begging instead of commanding, still waiting for permission to exist. When you give to this mission, through the link in the description, whether Ko-Fi, Buy Me a Coffee, or any platform, you are not paying for a prophecy. You are sowing a seed into golden soil. And here is the promise attached to that seed. When you water others, the divine ensures your cup overflows. Do you want to see your financial breakthrough manifest faster? Water someone else's breakthrough. Do you want to see your love story unfold? Fund the delivery of love messages to the lonely. Do you want your generational curse to break? Become part of breaking someone else's. The law of sacred sowing is not a transaction. It is a transformation. If this message has truly set your soul on fire, if you feel the golden light moving in your chest even now, then I invite you to sow a seed. Any amount, any sincere gift. And as you do, declare, this seed turns my breakthrough into a permanent legacy. The link is waiting. The angels are watching, and heaven is ready to multiply. We are nearly finished. But before I go, I have one more instruction. Take one deep breath, not a rushed breath, not a distracted breath, a full, slow, conscious breath, as if you're drinking air for the first time. Feel it fill your chest. Feel it reach the places in your lungs that have been tight for years. And as you exhale, let something go, not through effort, through release. The winds of heaven have changed direction for you. You do not need to strive anymore. You do not need to figure it out, force it open, or make it happen through sheer will. The golden seal has already done the heavy lifting. And here is how you will know it's real. It won't come with thunder. It won't come with drama, chaos, or a sky-splitting sign. That is not how golden miracles arrive. They arrive the way gold is formed, quietly, deep beneath the surface, under pressure that no one sees. It will come as a quiet, undeniable peace. One morning, you will wake up and the war inside you will be over. One evening, you will fall asleep and the anxiety that used to grip your throat will be gone. One ordinary Tuesday, you will look at your life and realize, without fanfare, that everything has shifted. That is the golden seal. That is the scroll. That is Michael's message to you. Tonight, I want you to do something that may feel strange. Sleep with a smile. Not because everything in your life is perfect. Not because every problem has been solved. But because the miracle is finished, even if you cannot see it yet. In the realm where I dwell, your breakthrough is already done. The love is already positioned. The money is already released. The generational curse is already shattered. You did not find this message by accident. You were summoned to it. So go now, not as a beggar, not as a victim, not as someone who is still waiting for permission to exist. Go as golden light. I'm Michael. I have spoken. The scroll is sealed, and heaven stands behind every word. Amen. If you receive this message, do what heaven has asked. Press like. Type, I receive my golden miracle in the comments. Subscribe to stay in the golden stream. And if you're called to sow, The link is in the description. Your miracle is finished. Your job is to receive it.